Okay, so it's the week of Maitland National, hard pack track, and I've always typically just run the same tyres everywhere I went, which is the Maxxis MX ST, which is their soft terrain tyre. But something I've been trying to do lately is actually try the different types of tyres. Like, there's a reason they make it, and I know just talking to the Maxxis guys how much effort they've been putting into the actual testing and development of the tyres. So today I've got the MX ST on the front still, but I'm testing out the MX IH, which is their new hard terrain tyre. So out here at Pimpama, which is a super hard track, it's like the nickname is Pimper Dust because it's just baked and hard packed most of the time. So it'll be good to test it out. From what I've spoken to the Maxxis guys, it's got a softer sidewall, so it'll flex to the ground more. You actually run a slightly lower pressure in it because the idea is for the tyre to flatten out, get more surface area on that hard surface. The more surface area, obviously, the better. So also something they explained to me with the knobs, which I actually had backwards. I thought a hard terrain tyre, like the rubber would actually be stiffer, but it turns out the rubber's softer, so it molds to the ground on the hard pack. I'm pretty keen to test it out, just see what I think, because I've always had it in my head that hard pack tyres won't actually perform. So it's going to be pretty interesting to put it on to the test on like a super hard track like this. We're just going through a normal training day. I've got Luke here, buddy Sam, so it'll be good. I'm not too worried about thinking about the tyre. I'm just going to ride myself and then I'll be able to pick up if it performs or not. So keen to get out there and test it. Okay, so we've done all the warm-up drills now. I think it's about 40 minutes or so riding, probably 40 to an hour. And initial impression is I expected it to be a bit harsher just because of the profile and stuff, but definitely I think you can feel that softer carcass because all the little harsh bumps, I'm honestly feeling it more on my front end than the rear. The rear seems to be soaking it up pretty well. And like as you can see behind me, there's not much give in the track, or as you've just seen, like it's pretty hard pack and baked here. So any little bit of like plushness you can get through the tyres, I think is going to be good. So yeah, I haven't felt like I've had a lack of traction or anything like that. Even though it's super slippery, I've still seemed to be able to drive out of the corners well. It holds the sidewalls well. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I think it gives it that little bit extra flex. So yeah, I think it's good. We're just about to go do a moto now, so I'll get some more like actual consistent laps back to back on it, and then yeah, give a bit of my final opinion, I guess. Alright, so day's all wrapped up, did warm up, then a bunch of drills, so that was about an hour's worth of riding. Then we did 25 plus 2, I think, moto, some sprints, so a fair bit of riding on the tyre. Like I said, that little bit lower PSI and the softer sidewall, I definitely noticed on this track just seemed to soak up all those little bumps. Like the front end seemed harsh, but the rear end seemed to just be super compliant over the real small, like little concrete style bumps. And looking at the tyre now, so that's a fair bit of riding and on those super slippery conditions. Definitely not too much wear, which is obviously good. That's where something like an ST is unreal in those super loamy conditions, but when you get on a track like this, it'll just wear a lot faster. So I think you can put in time and really attack the track without worrying about the tyre going away. Definitely opened up my eyes because I was never really open to running a hard pack style tyre. But I think now, once the track goes away, I could even look at maybe doing Moto 1 or Moto 2 or something like that on a race day on the ST or the SI, and then moving to the HT. Just trying something a little bit hard pack, something that's going to hold up a bit more, flatten out over that hard pack sections, because it's still hooked up really well in the tacky spots. I just think, I'd say it would still hook up even on the Lomi stuff, but just not quite as well as those other tyres. So all in all, I'm pretty pumped with it. I reckon I'll definitely start implementing it, chucking it on a spare tyre while we go to the races, just in case the track does harden up. I think that'll be an advantage for me. So cheers guys, hopefully you enjoyed that one. Something a little bit different for us, doing a test, but yeah, get ready now and head to Maitland.